Whole Foods. Whole Foods coffee bar. I can't even get a job at a Whole Foods coffee bar. What is happening?
I am currently working on my master's in engineering. It's all online, so I can do it from wherever.
And I've been working there for a while now, and I realized that it is not for me. I am not cut out for healthcare, and marketing is truly where I want to be. So here I am again. We are job searching once again.
People are struggling to find jobs right now, and it's not because there is no work to be done, but because companies have shifted what they value, and long-term employment has become the deciding factor in who even gets considered. When you look at these videos and stories, it's clear people are desperate, not lazy, and that desperation comes from instability created by short stints and constant exits, rather than staying put and building value over time. Businesses are no longer impressed by someone who jumps ship the moment they feel passionate about something else, because passion doesn't keep operations running when budgets tighten and teams get smaller. Companies want reliability. Someone who shows up, learns the systems, understands the culture, and sticks through boring phases, slow growth, and uncomfortable seasons. The idea that you should always leave a job the moment it stops feeling exciting has quietly hurt a lot of people, because employers see that pattern and assume you will do the same to them. In an environment where layoffs happen fast and roles are being combined into fewer positions, managers are protecting themselves by hiring people who look like they will stay for years, not months. That's why you see applicants sending out dozens of resumes with no response, because on paper, they look like a risk, not an asset. Working for a company long-term is no longer just about loyalty, it's about survival leverage and proof that you can commit even when it's not fun. The hard truth is stability comes from consistency, and consistency comes from staying when it would be easier to leave. People who stay gain internal references, deeper skills, and trust that no resume bullet can replace. This doesn't mean abandoning goals or dreams. It means understanding timing and realizing that walking away too early can cost you more opportunities than it creates. Companies want builders, not placeholders, and right now they are choosing long-term thinkers over passion chasers every single time. Check out some of these videos.
I'm about to lose it. This weekend I applied for 21 jobs. 21 jobs. I'm unemployed, okay? I've applied for corporate things, remote things not around me, and even minimum wage things because I need some income coming in right now, locally. The 2 jobs that I've heard back from so far, one of them I was declined from. Guess which one I was declined from already? Whole Foods. Whole Foods coffee bar. I can't even get a job at a Whole Foods coffee bar. What is happening? Seriously. Like, minimum wage. That was like, at least I will be able to do that. Like, so I can get some money. Whole Foods. What is happening? I need a job. I've been applying for so long. Why is this so hard? On a scale of 1 to 20, how many do you think I'll get an interview for, and how many do you think I'll even hear back from? Let's actually, drop your guesses, because next video I'm going to show all of the jobs that I've applied for over the course of the past, 9 months now, maybe even more. I'm sick of this.
Guys, I just had an interview, and the question was, or the guy was like, have you played chess? I was like, yes. And then he was like, do you know what an elephant is? I was like, yeah, it can move diagonally right and it can jump over things. And he's like, no, it can move straight down or straight to the side. And then I was like, are you sure? And he was like, yes. And I was like, okay, because men don't like to be told they're wrong, and I'm 100% sure he's wrong because I have played chess before. But okay. And we keep going with the interview, but in my head I'm just laughing my ass off. It's fine, it's not that big of a deal if you don't know, but I just hate that I was like, are you sure? And he's like, yes. I was like, no, and he's like, yes. I didn't push it because I'm trying to get this job. But I'm so tempted to just send him the Wikipedia now, because the elephant is diagonal, it can jump. He was referring to I don't know what's called in English, but in Arabic the translation is castle, and the one that can move down or across. Anyway, it doesn't matter. It was a matrix question, and at the end of the day, it doesn't matter what the name of the piece is. I just was like, no. Should I be annoying and message him the Wikipedia?
Okay, I'm torn and I don't know what to do, so I need help. I am currently working on my master's in engineering. It's all online, so I can do it from wherever. I currently live at home with my parents. It's awful. I'm grateful they let me stay, but I want to get the fuck out of there as soon as possible. So if I did my master's full time, I would be done this time next year. And then I could move out and I could get a great job and I can move anywhere I want. or I already have my bachelor's and I can move somewhere, get a job with my bachelor's, and just do my master's part-time. But it's hard. It's a lot to do, to work and do school at the same time. I've been making it work. I've been doing it for the past year, so I'm no stranger to it. But like, I'm just starting to think, like, what if I just stayed home a little longer and finished my master's and then move? But I just really want to move now. Like, I'm just in such a hurry to get out. I need help.
Everyone's always like, the job market sucks. And I was like, maybe people just have a negative outlook on life. And I always tend to have a positive outlook on life. So I was like, there's no way the job market sucks that badly. I moved to DC a week after I graduated from college. And I was so excited to do all the things. I was ready to follow my dreams, you know, do the things. And and then I had an internship. I had an internship lined up. Internship was great. And I was like, I have this month of this internship. I will be networking, sending out my resumes, doing all the things. It has now been almost 2 months since the internship ended. And I still don't have a job, because why does every single one of these job postings is like, I'll filter it out for entry-level positions, and they're like, entry-level positions, 3 to 5 years Hill experience. And then they still want to pay me the same as like an entry-level wage. And I'm like, this is so confusing. Also, the amount of 3 to 5 year experience positions that are open right now, but then even when I'm like, you know what, balls to the walls, I'll apply for it. I apply for it, don't get it. I actually did apply for one of them. I got to the interview rounds. I got to the final interview and was one of the last. I was the second choice, but they went with somebody who had more experience. I'm actually not that mad. I'm so happy to be here. Like, I'm so happy to be here, but I would love to be here with health insurance and a salary.
So I just found out this morning that they are phasing out my role at a job that I've had for the last 7 years. There was no indication that this was happening, like no warning signs. You know, it's a pretty small company, and I'm close with a lot of my coworkers, and I just didn't see this coming. It's just a super uncertain time, and I don't even know what to do next. I've been in this role for such a long time. I feel like I'm so rusty when it comes to, you know, submitting applications and interviewing, and, you know, what are people looking for now? I kind of had a mixed role at my company. I was doing a lot of business development, building proposals, but I also dabbled in some product management as well as operations. So it kind of spanned the gamut. So yeah, any tips or tricks, you know, on when you apply to jobs would be much appreciated. You know, we're in the middle of hunting for a house. So this is definitely going to put a wrench in things. You know, I had really good insurance at my current job, and my daughter is on my insurance, and, you know, we're going through the fertility process. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know what's next.
So I applied to 346 jobs this summer, and this is how it went. So I got ghosted by 219 and rejected by 115. But I did manage to get 32 interviews, which is absolutely insane. Shout out to Prep AI. And I also managed to get 19 second round interviews. There was also a lot of third round, fourth round interviews, but I ended up with a total of 6 final round interviews. In the end, I received 2 job offers, accepted one, and declined one. A lot of people have been asking me where I've been applying, and I've been applying on an app called Prep AI, where all you have to do is literally swipe right and it'll automatically apply for you with a tailored cover letter and resume. This has most definitely made job hunting so much easier.
I got fired this morning from a company I have been working at for the last 8 years. I've had the same boss for the last 8 years, and yeah, it happened this morning. 9 a.m. I had a meeting booked with my boss. Our HR business partner immediately joins the call. They tell me that due to restructuring, they have to make hard decisions, and they have decided, after review at all leadership levels, that my job will be terminated. This came as a massive shock. There was no performance improvement plan. There was no conversation about how I could have been performing better. They essentially just told me, effective Friday, your role is no longer here. My only question I could muster the strength to ask is like, what's happening with my team? Are they also being let go? And they said that they could not answer that question at the time.
Okay, so nobody's hiring for summer jobs in 2025, and this is why. They are down 22%, and it's not just the economy. It's the little alien we all love to hate, AI. But AI is not taking your job. It's actually creating a lot more jobs. Data analysts, prompt writers, AI assistants, you don't need a degree to know AI. You just need the right tools. Thoroughly get to know our friend, ChatGPT, learn maybe Power BI, Canva AI is also another tool. Even one small project learning these tools could get you noticed. The jobs are not gone, they're just changing.
The job market is so bad that when I went to Washington, D.C., I dropped off copies of my resume to my state representatives and was like, hey, can you help me find a job? There are no jobs in your district, and half the postings you see are ghost postings. If you run the state, can you help me get a job?
Join me on my job hunting journey. I've officially been graduated for almost 6 months, which is crazy to think about. A little bit about me is that I have a degree in marketing and a certificate in marketing research and analysis. During my time at school, I was very involved on campus. I was an RA. I was the treasurer of my sorority. I did 3 internships. I was the distinguished senior for the College of Business. I was the commencement speaker at graduation, and I graduated summa cum laude. So, here we are. If you could not tell, I love to stay busy. I'm very much a go-getter, so being in this funk right now is not working out for me. Let's dive into my job hunting journey so far. So in September of 2024, I started looking for jobs and reaching out to people. In January of 2025, I stopped looking for jobs because I was feeling very discouraged. I'd applied to over 100 jobs. I got 1 offer and it ended up being a fake company. So that was very discouraging to me because I thought that I had hit the nail right on the head with that one, and I did not. In the heat of the moment, I was feeling super discouraged, so I decided that I wanted to go to nursing school instead. I ended up getting a patient care assistant job at a hospital, and I've been working there for a while now, and I realized that it is not for me. I am not cut out for healthcare, and marketing is truly where I want to be. So here I am again. We are job searching once again. I'm looking for entry-level marketing positions, so like literally anything remotely related to marketing or business in general, because I have a bachelor's in business administration and I went through all of the basics, is ideal for me. I've applied to probably 25-ish jobs. I'm trying to keep track as much as I can, but I've been applying to so many at once that I cannot get them all written down.